Hey everyone, this is Amanda, Mood Disordered Mind, and in this video I wanted to talk about stigma. Stigma affects us all. It's everywhere we go. It's something that I hope I can, stay strong with. I believe that the more you fight and the more that you spread awareness and the more that you can educate people on what the truth is rather than the stereotyped version of what people think mental illness looks like, or somebody who has a physical illness, what that's supposed to look like, or anything in this world where people are set apart from the general population. Because basically stigma is a mark of disgrace that sets people apart from other groups of people. For instance, race or religion, or things like that, where people are put into these stereotypical groups. And unfortunately, having those kinds of negative attitudes will create prejudice and will lead to negative acts of discrimination. And we see it all the time. It goes on all over the world. And unfortunately, it's not going away. But the important thing is to know that you can fight it, and that every day that you fight against it is another day that we are closer to people having a better understanding of, in our case, mental illness. People think they know certain things about certain mental illnesses, because of what they see on TV or what they read in a magazine, or whatever. And they, like in movies, they'll sort of base it off of what schizophrenia or bipolar is, but they'll take it to such extremes that you get this visual image of what somebody who has a mental disorder looks like, acts like, and how they are around other people. And that viewpoint just isn't truthful. It really isn't. Now, yes, there are cases where people do act way out of their character, and are in their own world in their mind, and they act sort of bizarre to what we would think how people would act. But it doesn't go on all the time. Mental illnesses have different faces because we all are different people. We are individuals, and the way that my bipolar affects me isn't the same way bipolar affects bipolar state of being. She has had experiences that I have not had, just as somebody else, say the Deborah Mann, she has had experiences that I haven't had, and we all have similar symptoms, but the way that they present themselves is completely different. So when people view mental illness, because the way it's set up in the DSM and the way that it is presented in the media, it's like you have this is the box that you fit into here, or this is the box, the set of criteria that you meet here. And people do not always fit into these, this version of what people think something is. And unfortunately, that kind of negative thinking and attitude and lack of knowledge and insight, that's what leads to the discrimination. That is what leads people to act out in a hateful, vengeful way sometimes, and mental illness isn't what it's like, how it's portrayed in the media. There might be some aspects of it that resemble the mental illness, but you have to remember, it's a movie, it's for entertainment, so they're gonna dramatize everything. And that's how you make movies. It's got to be entertaining. If you actually filmed somebody in their everyday life dealing with some sort of mental illness, then you would find the movie very boring, because it isn't always so up and down and dramatic like people think it is. You're not, sometimes, yes, that can happen, but it's not happening every day. It's not all the time, and I just hope that people out there, if you struggle to understand what mental illness is, don't dismiss it. Don't just think that you understand what it is because you've seen one person or a movie or something about mental illness and you think you know it all, because it's very complex and everybody is different. Everybody presents their symptoms in different ways. We all might share the same symptoms, but how they come out of us, how it is expressed, is always different. And that actually leads me into what I want, a different part of this, a different angle on the discrimination. Because usually you think of discrimination and it's these people have a stereotypical view of these people, and they have their own viewpoint, and then, they might say hateful things, and, there's discrimination and all that stuff. But what about when the discrimination or the stigma comes from somebody who claims that they have a mental illness? It's a little bit different, but I still hold that you gotta fight. Because even if somebody who has a mental illness comes up to you and says, well, guess what? I have the same mental illness you claim to have, and I don't believe you have it. They have every right to believe what they believe. But the point is to believe in yourself, to know what you've experienced, to know what your life has been like with your mental illness. It doesn't matter what that person says. If they're going to be negative towards you, they're going to be negative towards you. You can't control other people's actions, but you can control your own. You can control what you believe in. That actually happened to me a couple days ago. Somebody said that to me. They sort of set me up in the conversation. They acted like they were just talking to me, and then they attacked me by saying, that they were bipolar and I'm not bipolar, and they gave their viewpoint of how they saw bipolar. So they had this view. I didn't fit into that view for them. So they discriminated against me because I wasn't their view of the mental illness. And that it's the same thing. And I think they call that reverse discrimination or something. I'm not sure the term, but you can have people who have an illness and still be rude and mean to other people who do have an illness, whether they believe it or not. But you got to stay strong. You got to stay strong, believe in yourself, and know that if we come together, if we support each other, we can overcome anything. You can't take this stuff too personally, and people might say, well, it is personal. Yes, it is personal, but it's the level that you take it to. It might hurt your feelings that somebody doesn't believe you when you say that there's something wrong with you. It might hurt, but you let it hurt, and then you let it go, and you believe in yourself. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, just talk about it and just put my 2 cents in it, and just let other people know out there that sometimes people will be mean to you, people won't believe you, people will treat you however they want to treat you. But you got to stay strong for yourself. Stay strong for your child who has a mental illness. Know that that as long as you know what's going on with you, and that you know that you have a problem and you're taking care of it, you're going to a psychiatrist, you're taking your medication, you're going to a support group, you're making sure that you do everything that you can to help yourself. And what they have to say doesn't matter, because they can't control you. Only you can control your actions. So if you just believe in yourself and realize that when people talk, it's just words. It's just words. Let them bounce off you. And just do what you have to do. Do your thing. Keep yourself healthy. Because I'm out here to support you. If you tell me that you struggle with something, there is no way I'm going to say, well, your doctor diagnosed you with this. No, you can't possibly have that because I believe this viewpoint. That's ignorant, and I wouldn't do that. I would support you, and I would say, well, whatever is wrong with you, I'm here if you need to talk, whatever. I would never say that to somebody, you know. And the fact that this person claimed they had bipolar, I don't know if they have bipolar. I don't know that. How am I supposed to know? I just go by what somebody tells me. So, you know, I don't even know if I believe that this person had a mental illness, that, you know, maybe they were just claiming they did so they could try to make me feel bad about myself. I don't know. Whatever their angle was, it didn't work. All it made me do is want to make this video and tell everyone to be strong. That's what it made me do. So, I hope that you take this and you use it. You know, you feel good about yourself, you use it, you get your help, you do what you gotta do, and you stay together, you stay strong, and everything's gonna be alright. It will. You just have to have faith. Alright, so I'm gonna go. I hope everyone is doing well. And I'm actually feeling a little bit better because I went to the doctor and the doctor gave me oxycodone, and that works a little bit better than Vicodin. So I've been taking that and Flexeril, and it's been helping, so I'm not feeling as much pain. But I did get the MRI today, and now it's just a matter of the radiologist reading it and then it getting sent to the surgeon, and we'll take it from there. Hopefully, you know, I'll have my surgery within a month. You know, the faster the better. So, I hope everyone's doing well, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.